As I say, basically, well, the men that you call rich and powerful were Ronnie Brady. Like I said he got his money from basically hitting up truckers that used to go along Texas or used to go throughout America. Him and his family members would raid trucks. He was getting guns from the Chinese or some country. Your next most powerful person was Nixon, for which he had no money or power, really, other than what I had. I said JFK stepped up to the plate as basically the creator or LS or someone who would save the world, blah, blah, blah. But realistically, he was just someone that was destroy the world. He did more carpet bombing, and realistically, his backing was from black people in the Middle East or, basically just black people. He was their last hope, and he was shot in the head. Nixon would try for years, but Germany basically surrounded him. Stopped him from blowing up the world. Anyway, basically Nixon and JFK were trying to be a power, pretend like they owned the country or something, but they had no right over the country and they had no power. They never did. Germany and me designed the NORAD and DEFCON system and everything else. Everything he did, everything he said was lies. Even the Hells Angels, for which they're 80 and dying now. I gave them the engine schematics so they could go and create motorcycles, for which, they did, and they made money, and now they're dying, and then JFK went after them. All their guns, all their whatever, were from JFK or something stolen from either the Chinese or the Germans. No matter where they got it. They had nothing. They never had aircraft. Germany and Russia had aircraft. Everything was stolen from them. Or Japan. They just copied schematics. Not even that. And like I said, you Americans, you attacked the Chinese, you attacked the Russians, you attacked the Germans. You've attacked everyone, trying to pretend like you were so powerful, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, Nixon and everyone else knew that as long as they were attacking, you didn't know the difference. You've hurt everyone. You attacked 1.5s, an alien race. You attacked other planets. Nixon and all these liars knew that they were lying. Rodney has no power either. He was General Rodney. You attacked and tortured all kinds of life forms. Japanese, Chinese, Germans, even Dutch. Your greatest ally was the black people and even them. Like I said, you Americans, you USers. Your heyday was Vietnam and it was all a lie. You hadn't invented the guns, you didn't have the guns. You were getting the guns from somebody else. Realistically, just me. I wanted my country to have M16s. Rodney thought he was so powerful and so rich and would kill him in the trenches, kill him in the skies, kill him everywhere he went. And then he was trying to say that he was an inventor or Lucifer or something. It was all a lie. You're done. The Middle East, the black people, everyone. You've hurt them all. Of course, the black people never cared about the white people anyway. They were planning your death on day one, or takeover. Just to let you know, if you were white, the black people intended to kill you the whole time. From day one. If you're Chinese, if you're Russian, if you're German, the black people always wanted to kill you and take over. They're just playing you, laughing at you. They're just raping women the whole time, waiting for your numbers to get low until they could kill you all off or take over. Of course, that's not going to happen. There's too many white people. Too many Japanese or whatever people. And the black people were the main thrust behind everything. Like their dick. So basically, they're the ones who were hurting everyone. You go back and do the research yourself if you want. It's all a lie. And the black people had no technology, nothing other than what they stole or got. They never had scientists. They never had millers. They never had anything. They don't know shit, hardly. The white people, the Japanese people, or the Russians or the Germans, they knew everything. The black people just knew how to pull the trigger. That was it. They never bothered to learn. They didn't even bother to learn how to read. Till Garvey or someone. They never cared. They never expected to live this long. The black leaders got to 80 and didn't give a fuck anymore. Just to let you know, all your leaders are dead. Well, all your movers and shakers are gone. There's no one left but me, and you've hurt other planets and very old life form types. You live underneath my grace and my grace alone. Like I say, after I'm dead, and I'm the only one that's of any substance on this planet, most other life forms, most other races would have called all of you just back noise, I guess. I don't know. Said I'm Lucifer Star, the great Lucifer Star. Creator, builder. So they're doing me respect by not hurting you. Once I die, it's over. Rodney and everyone else was trying to pretend like they were me or whatever. So other life forms were doing him service. He's just a liar. They're all just liars. The truth is more than known. They all thought that they would be in power, and realistically all they were doing is just stealing, taking, killing, trying to pretend like they were me. Soiling my name, really. But like I said, it wasn't me. Lots of girls would say that they slept with me, but they didn't. They were sleeping with some other piece of shit. I didn't sleep with them. I didn't touch them. I didn't order blah blah blah. Now the truth comes out. Who Lucifer Star really is, and it's like, well, they're no one. They're no one of any record or substance. Even the Hells Angels, they thought they were with the creator, with the leader, but they weren't. They were just with some piece of shit clone. Even the white supremacists, they had no power other than what JFK or some black person was giving them. Black people had completely intended to kill off all the white people. And the only power they had was the power that I was giving them through the steamships or the land. Or what Korea was giving them through technology or tanks. And now they've already tried to take over and already hurt or tortured or raped so many Koreans or so many whatever. It was a limited time option. They've raped all kinds of Koreans. They've tortured or killed all kinds of Koreans trying to keep power. Like, you don't know how many Koreans they've raped and tortured or starved to death. Thousands. Everything was living on the fact that blah blah blah, and I was doing blah blah blah, and that was my right, and blah blah blah. And it's like, I didn't do it. I was involved. I was Rodney or some other piece of shit. I didn't have to do all that. I just had to ask. And now you find out that you were actually listened to and being tortured by basically no one. They had no power other than mine. And I didn't say they could do all that. The black people thought there'd be so many numbers of black people, blah, blah, blah. But they're only a third. And they've car bombed you. They've killed you, they've tortured you, they've raped you. They raped Germans, they raped Frenchmen. They raped English, they raped American. They've done so much horrible things, and basically it's just a bunch of people just trying to have a good time or just doing whatever they wanted. Like I said, they did so many horrible things, they actually caused the women to hate men. I had to fix it. Like I say, you live or thrive or exist on a bed of lies. And all the liars are dead. They had no power, they have no power. They're not much more than, now all that is left is Zachary, King Zachary! Bill Gates. The guy that had a gun and was pulling down the panties of young girls that were 17 and shot a 34 or 40-year-old girl through the pussy. Alfa Romeo. It's all fake. He's been running your existence for years now and you didn't even know it. It was all lies. His only power was the LS shells, which he didn't even invent. The Germans knew about it and invented it. He could just print out schematics and have it made. Ooh. So powerful. He sold it for some odd $1,000 and it wasn't even his to sell. And they've killed so many Middle Easterns and raped so many Middle Easterns and done all this stuff to women and men and pretend to be God. Like, I'm pretty sure Zachary Bill Gates was probably involved in the making of the Quran. I'm going to say kill him. Kill a couple other people. And all your problems go away. Every single one of them. After John McCain is dead, and Trumpy, and Trumpy's son, for which no one gives a fuck about. No one cares about any of these people. There's no one great left. They were all doing it on Lucifer Star's right. You had like 50 years of whatever, blah, 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 all just lies. A bunch of people pretend to be me. A bunch of people pretend like they had my powers. Or my whatever. But they didn't. All expecting me to be dead, but I didn't die. So like I say, all people saying blah, 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 drug dealer, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. Germany, China. Mexico doesn't have drugs. China and Germany refine them or whatever. They have all the technology and all the scientists. Russia, maybe a little bit, but they got it from Germany or China. Only two most powerful people are Germany or China. For which I'm connected to both. So, like Nixon would say, I'm not going to be the one without a whole. Nixon would say he wasn't going to be the one without a chair. Thinking that I was going to be one without a chair, but it's like, I'm the one who made all the chairs. They really didn't have any chairs. They're just lying to you, making you think that blah, 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 blah. It was all lies. It's all a scam. And you've heard other planets and other life forms for which they had way more technology than you. You attacked people or life forms that could have just flattened your planet. Living on a never-ending stream of death. All hoping that I would be dead before I told you who I was. All technology rides on me. But once I die, and they knew once I die, it's over. That's all lies. Zachary, Bill Gates, John McCain, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter. Everything was a lie. They're just wrapping you around your finger and playing you like a fiddle. And you didn't even know it. They had no power. They had no technology. Germany or China were the only ones with technology.